Hello everybody, this is Nick and this is the third video in the series on solar panels. So let's do a quick review of what we learned on the last two videos. We know that we need a solar panel that's going to produce about 455 watts, and we have to have a battery that has a capacity of 433 amp hours. So let's kind of review what the system is. So we know we got a solar panel out here, and it went to a mystery box. Well, we now are going to put this in. This is going to be a charge controller. And remember, it's going to go to a battery. And we're going to send this to an electronically closed control switch. And we got a load out here. So now if we're smart, we're also going to monitor this thing remotely. So we can buy an extra box. Now here's that. Monitors data coming from the charge controller and puts it into the web. And I recommend this, especially if you have a mission critical application, and it costs a lot of money if this thing goes down. If you can predict failures ahead of them actually happening, you may save your company a lot of money. So our next deal is that we got to go find these things on the web. So so my typical deal is to go out on the web and start looking. Well, all right, let's kind of see where we can go do. So let's see, where did I put that? I go to Solar Warehouse. They're a distributor. They sell a lot of stuff. They're pretty good on the telephone to give you a lot of information. And the first thing we got to do is we got to go find a charge controller. And so you would type in here charge controller. If you do that, let's see. Now that's the solar panel. This is, oh, here we go. Here's the charge controller. So there's several of them out there on the market. The one that I like is Outback. And let's see how I get to the data sheet. Okay, here's the data sheet on this guy. So notice it's a 12 or 24 volt solar panel. It's good to 1,000 watts. And let's see, it doesn't draw a lot of standby current. It's regulated. It does equalized charging. That's important. It has battery temperature compensation. It can step down the voltage. You can program it remotely. It's got network cabling, so you can plug it in your network. It's got data logging. This thing probably does everything we need. So you can price this out at Solar Warehouse. So remember now, we're going to charge this thing at 28.6 volts, I believe. So now we can go select a solar panel. Well, if you go back to Solar Warehouse and you pull up solar panels, you can see lots of solar panels out there. My recommendation is you can pick one of the major brands. Kyocera is one of the Kyocera is one of those guys who makes solar panels. If we read this data sheet down here somewhere, they say they have a 20-year warranty. The power of this guy is 245 watts. So we're going to have to put two of these panels in parallel. The system voltage at the peak power point is almost 30 volts. We're getting pretty close, but my recommendation is you give your charge controller guy, see if he can deliver his full power at 29.8 volts. All right, notice that the open track, the open circuit voltage is 38 volts. We've got to make sure our charge controller can handle that. And let's see, what else in the data sheet? Well, and here's all the nice specs. So this one would probably be a pretty good fit for you. You can price that out. This panel costs you about $1 a watt. So now we've spec'd out the solar panel. We've spec'd out the charge controller. The thing left is the battery. So let's switch over here to the battery table. And if you go and pick one of the name brands batteries, we've had good luck with this universal battery. It turns out that we need about 433 amp hours. So we find a battery out here. So these are lead acids, incidentally. And we find one out here that's 110 amp hours. And it's at 12 volts. So if we choose this thing, we're going to have to put 2 in series and 2 in parallel to give us our 24 volt system. And this will give us a capacity of 430 amp hours. That's close enough. Look at the price out here. It's about $200 a cell. Notice the weight on this guy. It's 70 pounds a panel. So just kind of in review, we've picked a battery, we've picked a solar panel that'll work. You need to make sure that you got a good warranty on both. These things are a good 5 years. So so you need to tell your boss that these things have a warranted life of 5 years. May squeeze it out to 7 if you don't go through a lot of deep cycles. So now the last thing we do is, my recommendation is to do a web tie to this thing. So let's go back to where did I find that? This is the solar panel, and this gives you the details on the solar panel. If you read the warranty in here, you get that. My recommendation is you can get you should buy a panel that gives you warranty for 20 years. So this is a pretty good option. It's not the cheapest one on the market, but remember, if you have a critical operation, a few dollars spent up front might be worth it for some down the line. All right, this guy, Outback, they're a pretty well-known maker of these charge controllers. They have an option in here. It's fairly expensive. It's about a $500 option that lets you interface to the web. And my recommendation is that that you buy one of these things. Or since we're in the business, I'll give you a little pitch. We have a web interface, and we will monitor your system and tell you of impending failures, and we charge less than $1 a day. So this is basically my story. I hope these videos or series of videos was helpful to you. And remember, we've only talked about this for 30 minutes. There's lots of science that goes into the selection of solar panels, batteries, charge controllers, and other things. And parenthetically, let me tell you, if you put these batteries in cold temperatures, you're certainly going to want to insulate your battery box, and you actually may want to put heaters in there. Batteries don't like to be cold, and if you're in Alaska where you get temperatures in the wintertime in the below minus 50 degrees F, your batteries will freeze. So you're actually going to have to warm your batteries, which makes you have to have a bigger solar panel. And so basically, I've told you all I can tell you about solar panels. Good luck. Hope this is valuable to you.